had to come up, even though none of us are pure black, but I don't get false attention. I said, why are you saying lives don't matter? I'm not saying that black lives don't matter. First off, most of us are mixed race black lives. We ain't no pure black, dark, or light, whatever. We got white, Native American in us, and I do claim my heritage. Okay, everybody saying white man is not no God. I do check Mormon box and everything else, but it's not about that. The reason why I brought this up, since we have most people who do identify as black, even though they have mixed ancestry, in this in R.Kelly, from the dark to light, skin tone, whatever, king curly hair, whatever, in this R.Kelly scandal. Now, y'all want to know why it took 20 years? 20 years they sacrifice. We're not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, we're not gonna shed no tears. 20 years people sacrifice. And this R. Kelly says scandal. I had to go with the R. Kelly, no, Mary J. Blige, what's the song? Not gonna cry with, when they say, sacrifice in 11 years. I sacrifice. I love that song. I should have left it as a long time ago. Y'all know that song? Okay. So, y'all should have left that man as long time ago, but y'all didn't care because, once again, in your head, black lives don't matter. Except when a white person do it. If it was a Harvey Weinstein raping sisters, heck, they ain't got that white man. He's Italian. He's a manager for Taraji P. Henson, or ex-manager for Taraji P. Henson, and also Halle Berry. And he abusing sisters and Asian women. Yes, I talked about that last year. So, point is, but when it comes to our people, dark or light, it always don't go to get the white man involved. White man don't, no. It's always been that way, and I know because I'm a survivor of abuse, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and the real reason why that when I did contact the laws, back in '94, before I turned 15, you had people in my family, including my own mother, coming from outside the family, trying to defend her because she put a knife on her, and my grandfather, who thought to do something to her husband, was against me too, my dad, because we're taught in this country with one drop black DNA that our lives don't matter. Ever since our African ancestors came here doing slavery from our white ancestors, bring them here to the Native American ancestors' land to work, since they couldn't get the Native American ancestors to be their slaves. They had to fight. They had Native American slaves, but they fought into diseases and all this. That's why we're in Africa. So, point is, besides the slaves themselves come with this mess, okay? But the slave master twist the Bible, abuse the kids, physically, sexually, whatever, okay? The women too, and the men, okay? And this is when I hear about same-sex marriage, I'm for traditional men. Don't get me wrong, I laugh how people say America is a Christian moral country, because when you read the history, it debunks all that. They was having sex with men at the sex forums. They would use brothers in the sex forums, it was a slave sex form, what they call it, and do all this other stuff. So our people, like a dog, not all, but some of our people have got away with it doing this, and this is a problem after slavery. Meaning the slaves did not give up their destructive behavior, especially when it was twisted with religion. Okay, the Reverend Charles Cookout Jones and the other Samuel Cartwright, and because they felt that black people were not human, and this is why we have colorism in our community, not because of white supremacy, but like this dark skinned brother told me back in 2000 that back in 2000, he said in a book, I forgot what he said, that they said the more lighter you were, the more human you are, and they actually their perspective in this country is true to white race people, because I mentioned earlier on my other video about when I talk about the Berman Martinez video in Sin Santana about why African men treat Latinas and the sisters treat and vice versa. And I said, because we're not both even, we've been taught to be abusive and it's normal. We taught that that's okay, okay? And then we use our slavery and Jim Crow struggle as an excuse. Because I'm sorry, if you're doing what the white racist man, our other ancestors did to us, whether you're dark skin, light skin, whatever, was in your DNA too, you know different than slave masters, you know different than the Ku Klux Klan, you know different than the art right and all the rest of it because they want to see us in, since we have black DNA, one drop of it, to live destructive lives. Okay? So y'all want people, I mean, anybody can mix what they want to mix. And there are enemies outside the community, not everybody's an enemy. But if you want people to stop saying, okay, I'm going to swear to give me a white man, or I'm going to give me a white woman if they're a man, like Thomas your case, or the other swirl or the female, then maybe you stop bystanding and also defending and negating abuse in our community, because what they're saying is that you can't say that a white man or other race of people of the community is just as bad enemy, but we have folks in our community get away with it more, and they use it because there's no snitching thing, okay? And I'm going to explain to white people and other people why there's no snitching thing came in, because back in doing Jim Crow, you couldn't go back and tell who did this to you, because the cop will also get you in trouble. Okay, understand you know what I'm saying. So that's why a lot of folks don't know. It was about the what happened was Rosa Parks. Before Rosa Parks, there was supposed to be a dark skinned woman, a late girl. She's a woman now, who posted but they found out that some older man had raped her. Either it was consensual, it was statutory rape, or either it was by force, and she will be a teenage mother. Ain't want nobody making that, baby mama, single parents. That's why they got this light skinned woman, Rosa Parks, put in her place. Okay, at the time, white was right, and she was extremely light skinned, and that was the mentality at the time. Okay, so understand that the no snitch came in because once told me she's from Brooklyn, and she'll be last. She said, "Oh, we don't talk to the laws." And they're afraid because the laws will also turn on against you if you are telling on that person. And usually sometimes they turn against you because they want to lock up someone African descent in the community who's innocent, but also too they like the fact that someone in the community themselves are causing destruction within. Okay? Understand, like in the hoods, you in the hood, the barrio, with Hispanics, they allow the like in Chicago. Why is so destructive? They got the power to stop them thugs out there in Chicago acting a fool, but they choose not to. Okay, y'all shout about the Nikes. Yeah, I do blame both the Chicago police and the folks. I'm saying Chicago has been corrupt since then. If our ancestor, our women in our community, woman in our community, excuse me, Lucy Gonzalez Parsons, she was black, Mexican, Native American. She was a slave here in Texas. She married a white man, a former Confederate or soldier, and it got mad about the interracial marriage and went up to Chicago. And she passed as a non-black, and later on came out, and she part black, and she was as one of my role models, she was a fire, she was the worse than writer. She used her voice. She's an orator. Okay, she used her writing. She used her voice to fight for the people, women's rights, minority rights, workers' rights. All this other stuff, immigrant, all this stuff. Okay, in Chicago, police, I think they killed her white husband, and they don't find more information. They fireburned her, whatever. I don't know if it's true or not. Either they fireburned her or she died naturally. But when they got her paperwork, her stuff, God calling me. Um, when they got her paperwork to trying to get paperwork to do her paperwork to all the stuff about fighting for your rights. Chicago police burned down. This back in 1940s. So if they've been bad since then, do you think they're bad now? What's the difference? And I was reading Think Go Rich, A Black Choice. They talk about Tom Burrow from Burrow Communications, talk about brainwashing of black inferiority. Please get that book. I'm gonna get that book when I get the money. He was born 1939. My grandma on my mom's side was born 39. So they'll be 80 this year. I'll be 40 this year. And so point is, it was bad back in 39, 19, the Chicago bad back in the, it ain't nothing new. Okay? So I mean, y'all don't let them older people tell you it maybe wasn't worse for worse, but it was worse back then. I mean, what's his name was living in Chicago? Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas was born 1960 or something like that. Or set. Okay, if it was bad back in the day, the Mary Thomas story. That's African War play. And it was a Catholic family. African family was Catholic. And that's what also brought me to convert to Catholicism. Is when I saw that back in actually it was 30 years ago, or almost 29 years, because 1990. Guys, let me check that out. Anyway, Mary Thomas, Isaiah Thomas, the basketball player. It was bad back then when JoJo got killed. Remember when they had a school dance at the Catholic school, African Catholic school in Chicago, and JoJo was Zaya's friend, And this is back in the what, 70s. It had to been 70s or 60s. I got to find out when Isaiah Thomas was born. And you know, this is not, and then I watched this in 1990 or 89 when I was a little boy, 10 years old. And they said JoJo got shot. This is before I was even born. So if it was bad back then, I mean, y'all, y'all, Chicago had the mafia, they had Al Capone. Come on, y'all, Chicago has been bad. And the reason I know it's not by Obama, y'all. Let it be known, a black French Creole mulatto found Chicago disabled. He was born in Haiti, had a white man as his dad, a black woman as his mother. Spoke French and Spanish, later on English, almost became a slave in New Orleans. Okay? And he beat the case in New Orleans and went up north and married a Native American woman, and that's how Chicago, yes, okay. He also was a Catholic too, okay? So, and as a person of mixed Creole descent, go to FrenchCode.com to learn about our history, y'all, okay? Besides Beyonce. All right, so anyway, before this, and Brian Gumble and Fat Domino's, yeah, he dark-skinned Creole too, okay? My dad was also dark-skinned Creole as well, okay? He had Creole hair as well. My grandfather, my dad's side, okay? Both parents from Louisiana. So, point is, understand, okay? A lot of folks uneducated, but Chicago been bad since then, okay? So the reason why it's bad today, they want the African American community, Hispanic community to be, they need a red line. Remember, they want African American people, Hispanic folks to move into the white areas, and the white areas stay safe. The police, that's why they love the police. The police always on their side, especially if they're wealthy, okay? And the people African American who, not all, but those who are poor and private and Hispanic, they don't know the law, and they don't, you know. And I'm saying they got those who do, but you got those, many of them don't know the law. They don't know how the penal codes. Like for example, when I talked about Amber Geiger, and I heard she gonna do a video. She about to go to jail. Let that old thought go in jail in Dallas. And we're chief for that sister, who's a sheriff of Dallas, the sister. Time I can't find her. And yeah, I'm like, stop being camera skin Aunt Jemima, sister, penal code 39.309, whatever it is, and state that's official oppression. Our guy can commit official oppression by her being, yes, God dog it. She should have been fired, put in jail. But scared of white folks, you know what I'm saying, working for, and I told you, just like, I mean, trying to slander Ed Gonzalez of the Harris County, but that's why Doc side about the, you know, before this Jasmine Burns situation, when it came to the, what's it called, with John Hernandez 2 years ago, I said that people were making comments, well, why are you scared? Let me tell you something. They put minorities in position. This is, and I'm not there. I don't know. This is what I'm looking at, okay, and what I have read and researched. So don't quote me if it's untrue. But they're scared. They're scared to fight for their people. They're working for the system. Most of the white people run the system. So minorities, you think they're minority, and they understand who's challenging. God, it might be dead, or and they all be dead. They believe and they pray not to die. That is also, but being choose to be a martyr in it. But you have to understand, they have to be tough and fight the system. Okay, and they're scared, and it's a pension, a paycheck, so they're scared to fight the system. Okay, because they know that, you know what I'm saying, but they believe that God is over. I mean, I'm not perfect, but God is bigger than the system. They can stop them people from being a system too. You gotta believe in that, okay? But when you've been brainwashed to go along with the rest of the society that's being dumb, you know what I'm saying, called is, that's where you have the mentality. So anyway, so going back to Chicago, they want the areas to be nasty, and be shanty towns. And that's why they promote poverty countries amongst our minorities, because they want to be indestructible. Do you think these ghettos were not made by design? They were made by design. They have mildew in rundown buildings, and this is government buildings that pay millions some dollars. Okay, so it's weird that how they have Section 8 food stamps about government, but the buildings are run down, dirty, have roaches. You know what I'm saying? And they rude to you if you may once mess up on inspection. It's like they want you to fail. When you have, and they usually have someone of color doing the dirty work, who's the manager of the property or the house or whatever it is, who will turn against you. Okay, so understand, they working for the system. The system was designed of ghettos, barrios, barrio means poor neighborhoods in Spanish, were made for minorities to be destructive. That's why they have gangs, and the gangs also work for the CIA. We already know that, to keep them down, because the idea of having gangs will protect the community, because the cops wouldn't protect them. But when they had political move at the Black Panthers and the Brown Berets and the Young Lords, they went to CIA, went to those areas like in California, where they have African American and Latino represented people in gangs, because they had the Brown Berets and the Young Lords. They had them the two, and the Black Panthers fight against the system, so they put drugs down there to stop them, to weaponize them from fighting against the status quo. The color is. So Chicago been like that because they wanted African American people and people of color, period, who are poor, to live in poverty and be in the struggle, because they got the power and they got the mass destruction weapons to stop all the gangs and stuff, but they choose not to do that. So why I'm bringing this up about R. Kelly? Okay, because you have people in that community who have private structure, private conscience, and inferior complex about their own blackness. We're not pure black. That since we have a drop of, we supposed to experience pain, suffering compared to a white person. Instead of believe I'm somebody, what Jesse Jackson say, and I'm somebody, they go along with the destructive behavior, and even when someone trying to get out, like a slave on a plantation, like Fiddler try to do it, with Kunta Kinte, they'll try to stop that person from being free. And trust me, I'm been trying to get away from this old trap, anti-freedom trap, this identity trap they try to use, and box trap. They use any, look at the terms we're using, y'all, because they understand how to be free. And they're doing anything they can to stop that because they don't want to see you make it. It goes back in slavery. So when you see the R. Kelly, I have to call it like it is. It's me, our people don't believe that Black Lives Matter. It's when a white person do it because they have a system. I call it like it is. When it's a cop, they working for a system, okay? But those who don't have a power system, it's okay. It shouldn't be that way. Shouldn't have folks killing each other. How y'all talking about come together, but how can come together when y'all folks destructive just like the white race person, and they use their black identity, even though none of us are pure black, to make a scapegoat of it. So when I say it's R. Kelly situation, a lot of people feel it ain't like the movie. What's that movie that T.D. Jakes had with Kim Elise and Loretta Verne? She was from Houston, but she was from Acres Home. She been waiting to exhale, and she said, she played the mother of Kim Elise. Said, it happened to me. Ain't gonna kill you. And that's the mentality they get to those slaves. It's massive beat you, rape you. At least be thankful you on this earth. You know what I'm saying? That type of mess. Try to use the Bible to defend that mess. And that's why our people allow folks to abuse us within. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody abusing me, period. I don't know what race they are, okay? I am somebody, and I'm supposed to have some human self-worth to myself. A lot of people in that scandal did not have self-worth. I'm sorry to say it like that. And they believe that they had fear complex. That's why the scandal went on. And it was saying, I'm going ahead and say it, is worse than a white person doing, because we have the historical mess up, the historical scandal of the United States. But when our own community do it, they let it go. No more, no more, no more. Okay, we should not let this go. Okay, so that's why in this scandal, Black lives didn't matter amongst the people who cover up Aaliyah and all the rest of them, Sparkle's niece and all other stuff. And then too, you understand, R. Kelly didn't care about y'all. Like, because one thing I hear about this song, I'm admitted, he met John Legend and Steve Harvey and the rest of us trying to throw a cool black man down. Excuse me, you making your own community, because if we know our history, they use, as what Tom Beer was saying about advertising, to justify slavery. That's why they had stereotypes of Aunt Mama, and they used to, and one thing that the children were not, that's why I do not believe in beating children. I'm glad I read that sister about, I listened to her commentary from the author Beating Black Kids. You got to understand, black children in this country they used to give the babies to alligators. They had cigarette ashtrays with black children and alligator in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Understand. And they would make fun of buckwheat, and all, and piganini and all the other stuff. If folks need to know about their history, you would know, okay? So, reason why, like I said about Toya Graham, why I call her all type of bitches. I understand her son should not be throwing rocks at the Baltimore Police Department, but his behavior came from how she treat him. I'm calling it like it is. And when she came in and cursed and beat, if it was a white mama done to a white boy, you know doggone well that white won't be arrested, because they don't want his mentality to be messed up. People know when you beat your kids, you also hurting the brain of the person, okay? That person is have brain damage and they cannot function well. White police officers want their children, African children, to be abused. Even they take children out of foster care. I mean, in the CPS case, they put them in abuse and areas because it's not. They will not be productive. Okay, and they able to be controlled by the rest of society that's racist and being stereotypical behavior and all other stuff. That's the reason why they do it. Okay, so when you have a mammy like Toya Graham, who I have no respect for, because funny when they put her on The View and Dr. Drew, Dr. Phil, all the other folks was liking what she did, but years later she homeless and ain't nobody giving her GoFundMe to get her ass out of homeless. I don't know what her ass right doing now. See, she did for clout. I'm sorry, she did for gratification and clout. She ain't, I'm sorry, she knew she was on the camera. She needs some, and she was poor, and she had 6 children out of wedlock, and she did them privately, and she put her kids in harm's way, knowing that instead of take her ass out the hood, the ghetto, out the Section A, or try to start your own business, or try to work for somebody else to get some money to get her ass out the, I'm in the country because it makes me mad when I think of this woman, to get her behind out the doggone the ghetto, yeah, get her behind out the ghetto so her kids be safe. So you know what I'm saying? No, and then when you're a single parent, you can't play a dad. You're not a dad. No mama can't be no dad. That's biological dysfunction. That's why you have a mom and dad. Okay? It's just like if I had kids, I can't be no mama. You know what I'm saying? You haven't got folks trying to breastfeed a child. I mean, and they'll do. That's just sick. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You can't play, see what I'm saying? The natural order. So she trying to play a daddy, and she can't do that, baby. She can't do that. That's why I hear about this stuff about Father's Day. No. Mamas have a Mother's Day. Keep it Mother's Day and keep Father's Day for dads. And don't make Uncle Sam your damn daddy. Y'all get on my nerve, but that's all that old sister talking about Uncle Sam's her daddy. Her baby daddy. Y'all some, oh, Lord. It's coonery. See, right there, inferior complex. So, I understand when you have a non unnatural order, all these different baby dads ain't married, your kids don't have that. So she made that child like that. Then she tried to call all things. You ain't gonna be nothing. And white racist people like to see that in our community because that child, if you know the English letter, will not function well. That male child will not be independent because they don't want to see a brother be independent financially and have the same economic status as the white man. That's a threat to them. That's a threat to them. They like to see them below them. So that's what. So that's also why they let the R.Kelly scare, because it was a white girl, pure white women, pure Caucasian women. This brother R.Kelly locked up and also be lynched. They probably have public lynching right there in Chicago, with the KK and Confederate flags and all other stuff, and Nazi salutes and everything else. It was worse than the O.J. and Michael Jackson trial. Come on now, all right, come on, and Bill Cosby, Carter, and what's his name, and Colby. Okay. This dude here ain't about putting another brother down. See, he trying to use that excuse. No, brother, don't use that damn excuse about putting up. You the one make the community look terrible doing this old sex abuse scandal. And they said black men were brutes. The third mentality come from slave masters' mindset. Brutes, they were savage, trying to justify slavery. And it was sexual predators. They were rape a white woman. Why they were saying, and then they did make the black men rape a white woman because during servitude for white people, that in Virginia, if the white woman was not acting right, the slave masters would get the black men, especially the pink, 'cause they always try to especially out of the BBC mess, okay? And so they can make it, what I'm saying. And then they also would use the black man to have sex with him and her. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this is the one thing that's back. Y'all know y'all history, okay? They had sex for them, and they were doing the sex stuff. They were making slave ideas. The reason why we have a black woman and black man not liking each other, man. It's not about just self having anything else. Or actually, mixed. We're not pure black, but it used to make the black man and black woman on the plantation mix to produce more slaves. Not mix, but make babies. Force another one. It could be a man and his mama. Where motherfucker comes from, okay? So the baby come out and it be in a slave spot. The slave master will rape the slave, and they want him, the slave, mixed race slave, to be free like him because he or she has white DNA in him. And so they made the one drop rule to most slaves. Why I tell people, why are y'all holding to a rule, one drop rule? It's me going against it's not coonery. I have every right to go against that rule. We do have white DNA. They didn't want us to have the same privileges as they do with white DNA. We're not looking white or do those who look like white, those who pass as white, they got killed, okay? They got caught passed, okay? So, truth of the matter is, that's the whole reason why. A lot of y'all don't know your history. So, we have this history in the United States we try to avoid. And like R.Kelly didn't finish high school, so it makes a lot of sense. He didn't know his history. He might know bits and pieces with grandma, grandpa, told with him. But since the functional behavior, and of course, one thing white race people in the industry, media, Jewish, Gentile, law enforcement, whatever platform they in prestige in the United States, they like to see the functional behavior. So as long as the functional behavior don't go to their community, it's okay, and they out. That's why R.Kelly got away as well. So it's outside, but it's also coons that went along with it. You know what I'm saying? And got paid. And you had those who were threatened too. Because it wasn't just those who got paid. You had those who wanted the right thing who were threatened. Because in that song, I'm admitted, he did say you better keep your mouth shut. He threatened, and he did make a threat in the song. So he has money to kill people who speak out against him. But that's okay because it's a greater God right there. And then he trying to go to Africa. If he go to Africa, especially Nigeria, y'all know Nigeria don't play. He might get his head cut off, foot cut off, leg cut off. Then you talk about a white man doing, or you can have some pure black people, or if they are mixed with something, but live an African culture who 10 times will do something to you. It'll be like Saudi Arabia, cut your hand off. Exactly, you still, you might get beaten, caned, lynched in Africa. You better not go to Africa and do all that mess. You try to do no African girl, oh, you think a white man, that'd be a pure black man. And probably a black, darker economy culture up here who got power. They don't show you in the video. They show the ones out in the trees and in the jungle, but the ones who got seat, got power, who a king, who a president of a country. Well, have your ass lynched, have your camera ass, lighter brown skin ass lynched and beaten. They're trying to rape them girls down there. Okay, it goes on there too. But no, one thing is certain tribes and everything, but it ain't widespread. But like I say. He from America do you gonna get your ass killed down in Africa. Shoot, ain't gonna be no white, ain't gonna be no Mr. Charlie, ain't gonna be no white man, ain't gonna be Becky Becky a twin brother, okay, a fraternal twin. No, it's gonna be Kunta Kinte with a doggone leadership title who 10 times worse than Hitler and might kill your American ass, okay, your America mixed black American ass, camera skin with white and American DNA. Hey, hello, call like it is R.Kelly. Better not go to Africa. They might kill your ass down there. A pure black man gonna have your ass killed down there. They might come, man, have a whole tribe, put you and feed your ass to alligators. And I'm saying all Africans, but if they do their voodoo, it's something they're gonna do, it shoots. You better leave that shit alone or catch on. Go to Africa. You think they're gonna be better to go do some? Please, you might get. I don't care how much money they have. They might kill that man, and there gonna be another brother, another black mixed American black crime. Hello, pure black from Africa, going Miss America black crime. Hello, call like it is. You better leave that shit alone and just deal with the fact that you hurt other people. But going back to the situation, we've been taught that abuse, mistreatment is normal. And until we stop believing that, I don't believe it, but I'm saying we're not going to resolve issues. We're not going to come together. And that's the reason why we're taught, it's not just the slave master, because the slave master is dead. It's not just the white people, the descendants of who are pure, okay? It's our ancestors who descended for the slave and slave masters, dark, light, or whatever, and the American people too, well, but not to be black, who was identified as black, colored, Negro, whatever, African American today, whatever, who ain't pure of that. Colors a mixed race category, but it's called like it is. Have told our people that it's okay when they abuse us, mistreat us, and and a lot of folks understand, like we said, R. Kelly's sister abused Kelly and him. Once again, don't go tell white man. I bet somebody said it. Don't go tell. No, you don't want your sister getting. But your sister should be doing it. The white man who got power doing that mess, don't do it. If you're being targeted, why even push the issue further enough. You know what I'm saying? It's on your fault now. You know the consequence of it. So that's what goes on. And like I said, that a lot of them cannot trust the law because law will turn against them. But also laws will also take the sides of other victimized because they like the fact that destructive behavior is not just in our community, and it is in their community too. The highest crime rate in the white community is sexual abuse crime. But see, they make sure it's not known on TV. They talk about and they have rappers paying rappers, the coon rappers, to talk about that top mess. You see what I'm saying? That's why when Tupac was with Jimmy Ivan and Tom, whatever that's the white Jewish guy, right? The other was Italian. I'm talking about Jimmy Ivan, and they wanted to Britta Got a Baby. And that movie with Tupac, I lied something. I can't buy the video again so I can look at more because I ain't finished looking at the whole video. They want him to talk about destructive behavior, whole bitch and nigga, this and that. But when it came to something real issue that affected him, Brenda Got a Baby, they didn't want him to talk about that. See what I'm saying? You see how it goes? And we need to hear a song about Brenda Got because you got many people with sexual abuse, sexual abuse children in our community. We have so many people who are being sexually abused as children in our community, and they need to be here. The white community get all the benefits, and stuff after them, that's helping so they can be productive. But when it comes to we got folks outside our community, and we got folks in our community who want to keep it going. So that's the reason why this R. Kelly situation is what it is. What it is. We don't believe our lives matter when it comes to us. We think that being destructive is okay. We think call our kids our name out the name, and it's got to stop. We need to have the mutual respect with our children. We need to have productive and stop this the way how they did back in slavery and Jim Crow, and find other alternatives. The way this was, we won't have to go back there. So our children be productive. They can be, they can own a website like Facebook. Okay, come on now, they can own. They be instead of doing those labor jobs and slaying and mind by some immigrants from Latin America taking it. You know what I'm saying? You know, have some productive, be millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the intellect. When you've been taught and brainwashed and beaten to the point you don't think you're gonna make it, you ain't gonna make it. And that's the mentality they have in the hood, and that's the truth. Okay, I advise y'all to please get the book Think Go Rich, a Black Trump with Dennis Kimbrough. Please get that book because that's a good book for us to read. Okay, Dennis Kimbrough and Napoleon Hill. Okay. But the truth about it, when we get away that pride of conscience and that fear of complex, then we will make it as in the figure the way how we treat each other, like our dog or whatever, okay, and our kids, we will make it as a people. But we keep having this destructive mechanism and they're trying to hide it because you don't want to feel guilty of participating in it. Then don't do it. And stop hiding it. You're talking about the Bible, but the Bible said A2 Psalms to defend those who are oppressed, not to defend the oppressor. That's what they did back in slavery days. Y'all defend. We don't want to see another black. I don't care if that brother is cooning, and that's cooning. R.Kelly did. Like I said, he know better than going to white girls. See, he don't want no Bill Cosby situation. Exactly. He don't want to. Oh, though, it was some Jan Dixon. Oh, baby, don't you see no damn Jan Dixon now? She's Jan Dixon, okay? It been worse than that. Y'all think, when we take no damn 22, I would take a year to get that situation done. And R. Kelly will be locked up, probably lynched and killed and put niggas all over the place. You want to call myself a nigga, and they don't call myself a nigga when they doing all that lynching and killing and murdering and stuff. So it was some pure white women, okay? Some pure white women. And even JoJo is mixed with Native American, but they see her as a white woman, even though she's mixed, some other singer. And I'm glad JoJo came out and said her mom protected her. But imagine if they did mess with Joe. Ooh, baby. R. Kelly been some big shit. Woo! Cool. White, even though she mixed, to them, white lives matter. In this country, white lives. Ever since our other ancestors, many of us don't look like some of the white Anglo-Saxons, came in and took this land from our Native American ancestors before they brought our African ancestors here, white lives, especially male, but white lives matter in this country. Okay? And let me say again, if all lives matter, you wouldn't have no injustice going on today. But justice must go to minorities. So in their eyes, white, especially male, white lives matter, especially WASP. Because even Jews and Catholic ones and liberal Protestants who are not conservative, their lives ain't matter. So they don't go along with the ideology, but they consider Protestant white men They say that white woman lives matter in this country. And they believe that. It's sad to me us don't believe those who want y'all black, then their lives matter too. Because if we did not take this R.Kelly situation, would not been going out for 20 long years. Am I correct, y'all? That's all I gotta say.